Hey YouTube, Max Clausen here today, and I'm bringing you guys an update to Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, I know it's another Blue Eyes profile. I've got like 3 or 4 probably on my channel now, but Blue Eyes, this was the very first deck I ever profiled on this channel when I started doing YouTube just a little bit, and I will be playing this deck to the day I die, as I probably said in another updated video. Sorry for the repetitiveness, but Blue Eyes as a rogue deck, it's pretty fun, guys. Like, you can say whatever you want about the deck, you can make jokes and whatever, but at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun playing a deck, then there's no problem. Just keep bringing it back, updating it, and taking it to locals, playing it with your friends, and all that stuff. With in lieu of current events, Yu-Gi-Oh and all other things have been on an all-time low. Locals are shut down. Stores are shut down, so you can't really go out and buy cards in physical form like you would normally want to. But the world's starting to get back on its feet. So what a time to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh again. So hopefully one day, gonna take this to a local and just have the most fun I can with it. And before Narada hits one of our cards, so before that, we'll just bring you the profile as it is now. So we're going to be showing you the main, extra, and side like always. So how about we just jump into this? If you all enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like down below. So for the Blue Eyes engine, we are playing still 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, newly reduced 1 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, and still with the 1 Dragon Spirit of White. Now, Blue Eyes White Dragon, short and sweet. You can't play the deck without it. Otherwise, it's not a Blue Eyes deck. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Once per turn, you can only special summon this card by revealing a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. And once a turn, you can destroy a monster your opponent controls, but it can't attack the rest of that turn. So this, obviously, with this version of the deck I have, is a brick if you see too many of it, and it's normally a brick anyway, stack of cards, because you can only summon it once. So we only bring it down, and we see it when we want to see it, and we use it when we only, we use it when we have Blue Eyes White Dragon in our hand, get it out. And when Dragon Spirit of White, a nice little back row removal card. When it's summoned, banish a card, and if your opponent controls a monster, you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon, tribute, summon. Pretty short and sweet, bread and butter combos. Now for our other dragons, I like to call these the legacy ones. We played Red MD, which is getting an errata, as I said before. Chaos Levineer, Galactic Spiral Dragon, and Tempest, the Dragon Ruler of Storms. Now, Red MD, as his current effect stands, whenever he's on the field, you can special summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard. So, at the current time, if you use this effect, remove him, bring him back, use it again. But the errata, you can only use it once. But with a current deck, with this version of the deck, you only have to use this effect once. But get the use out of it while you can. Chaos Levianeer, we all know what he does. He's a chaos monster, so banish 3 lights or darks, or any combination of the two. And he gets an effect depending on the combos that you sent. So if you banish 3 darks, you shuffle a random card from your opponent's hand back to their deck. 3 lights, you can summon a monster back from your graveyard, or 3 of light and or dark, you can pop 2 cards on your opponent's field, but then Levianeer cannot attack that turn. Galactic Spiral, while you control 2 dragons of the same type, light or dark, you can special summon it from the graveyard, and upon doing that, you can make all monsters on your field that can have a level become level 8. So if you have this on the field and you need to get it off, just summon this, make it level 8, overlay, there you go. And Tempest, banish any 2 dragons and or wind monsters from your graveyard to special summon it. We don't use the other effect because there's no need. And in all honesty, the other dragon rulers can come back because, Yu-Gi-Oh's getting to a point where nothing really matters. Now for our other cards, we play the Danger Engine still, but reduced. We have 2 Bigfoot, a Nessie, a Tsuchinoko, and a Jackalope. Now all of them share the same effect. Upon special summoning by revealing and your opponent choosing a card, if they don't choose the one you revealed, special summon it. and they all can draw you a card if they get that off. But they all have secondary effects depending if they get discarded. So Bigfoot, when it's discarded, pop a face a monster your opponent controls. But this is a going first deck unless your opponent, makes you go second. Nessie, when it's discarded, you add a danger card. And Tsuchinoko and Jackalope both share the same effect in both regards, that if they get discarded, you can just summon them back to the field. But, if they get discarded, you don't get to draw. Next up for our little stones, we play the 3 Stone of Ancients and the 3 Stone of Legend. The OG stone. And I really don't like that I don't have 2 secrets. Anyway, White Stone of Ancients. During the end phase, it got sent to the graveyard. You can summon a Blue Eyes monster. And during another turn, after that, you can banish this card, add a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard back to your hand. White Stone of Legend, you all know what he does, but if you don't, surprisingly, if this card gets sent to the graveyard by any means, add a Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand. Next up, for what I like to call the Yusei package, we play Righty Driver and Lefty Driver, and the one Jetto Synchron. Righty Driver, when she's summoned, normal summoned, you can special summon Lefty Driver, and when Lefty Driver is special summoned, you can make her a level 3, that's important to know. And Jet Synchron is just Jet Synchron. He's in there for discard fodder, and he can just discard something to put himself back on the field, but then banished once he leaves the field. So that is it for our monster count. Now for our spells, not too many, but enough. We play 3 Trade-In and 3 World Legacy Guard Dragon. Trade-In, we know what it does, but if you don't, discard a level 8, draw 2 cards. Plain and simple. And World Legacy Guard Dragon, when you activate this card, you must target a level 1 level 1 Dragon Tuna monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. And then once per turn, you can move a dragon monster to another zone on your field, or column, as they would say. For our 2s, we play 2 Melody of Awakening Dragons and 2 Dragon Shrine. Pretty much Foolish Burial. For 2, if you send a normal dragon first, and Melody of Awakening Dragons, search out any of your Blue Eyes or your Chaos Levianeer, any monster with 3,000 or more attack or 2,500 or more defense. Okay, so for that, in our powerful 1-ofs, we play the 1 Dragon Ravine, 1 Return of Dragon Lords, Monster Reborn, 1 for 1, and Foolish Burial to round off all our spell cards. That's it for the main deck. That is 40 cards all together. Now for the extra deck, I'll go into next. For the Link monsters, we play Saryuja Scoldred, the new edition Crystron Needle Fiber, the Dragunity Romulus, oh my god, the glare, the Herodic Seal of Heavenly Spears, Guard Dragon Pisty, Elpie, Link Cross, and Link Karibo. Now, so are you just here to unbrick your hand and summon a dragon or any monster from your hand? Crystron Needle Fiber is in here because you can pull a level 2 monster from your deck. Romulus is here to search out Dragon Ravine. Heavenly Spears will compulse any monster your opponent normal summoned or just summon in regardless. But if you know they have playing a normal summon reliant deck, just bounce it and you pretty much win. Pisty and Elpie, when you have 2 Link monsters pointing to a same zone, they can do both 2 different effects. So Pisty summons a dragon, more specifically from the graveyard or banished, and Elpie will summon a dragon from your deck, and you'll only be really using their effects once, because then you should be winning at that point. Link Cross needs a Link 2 or higher to summon it, so you most often just use a Link 2. And depending on the Link rating of the monster that was used to summon it, he summons that many Link tokens, and they can't be used for Link material. And Link Karibo is there because, it's Link Karibo. We have level 1s. We can make it if we need to. for the rest of the extra deck, we are playing the Draglubian, Hope Harbinger, and the new edition, which I'm proud to now own, Heart Earth Dragon. Now, Draglubian, obvious effect, but if you don't know, discard, detach a material from him, summon any number monster from your extra deck, and you can, summon any number monster from your extra deck by using two of them. So you would either use this as an overlay material for this, or vice versa. But if you end on a board with Omni negates, you just end on this, and on your opponent's end turn, Hard Earth will detach a material to banish all of their cards, and then just go off from there. Now for our synchros, we play Borload Savage Dragon to equip a link monster to gain counters and attack points. The counters can be used to negate your opponent's cards once returned. Herald of the Arclight to make sure that anything they discard or move for the graveyard gets banished. Martial Metal Marcher to summon a tuner from your graveyard to keep combo extending. And a new addition, Formula Synchron, that one of my friends advised me to play. Gets even more draw fodder for your hand and can just be used to go right up to this. That's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck, this is all up to personal preference of the side deck, but if your opponent makes you go second, which they obviously will, you have 3 Ash Blossoms, the Dark Ruler No More, Called by the Grave, which could be used for something else, 3 Infinite Impermanents, and the best go second card, 3 Evenly Matched. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, as I said before, or if I didn't say, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe. Hopefully, we will be going back to having locals again, opened up Yu-Gi-Oh stores, because I really want to play this against people and just, have a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.